So last night, Sophie Cunningham actually responded to, the Kiki Iriafen takedown.
The WNBA preseason just got a lot more intense. What started as a hard foul during a scrimmage has now evolved into a full-blown rivalry. And at the center of it all, Sophie Cunningham, Indiana Fever's new enforcer, sending a bold message to Washington rookie Kiki Iriafen with a savage Instagram clapback that lit up social media. This isn't just about one hard foul. It's about culture, pride, and a Fever team.
Man, I'm looking forward to when is the first game? May the 29th. Or May the 28th. I am looking forward to that. But Sophie Cunningham responded right here with an Instagram story about it. And these two teams do not like each other. They do not like each other.
Team that's tired of being pushed around. Sophie Cunningham just made it clear. If you're coming for Caitlin Clark or this Indiana squad, you better come correct. Today,
right there, you can see Sophie telling her, after that flagrant, you don't mother effing do that. You don't mother effing do that. And then I got to tell you, here we go with the smiling like you've done. I don't get it. This is the worst part of the WNBA. It is. A ton of reaction. The smiles afterward, let's get negative.
We're breaking it all down. What happened? Sophie's epic response. And how this might be the start of the WNBA's next great rivalry. Let's get into it. The Indiana Fever and Washington Mystics were locked in a physical preseason battle behind closed doors. There was no official box score, no full video feed, just whispers from insiders and reports from journalists who saw it all unfold. At one point, Mystics rookie Kiki Iriafen delivered a hard foul on Fever rookie Caitlin Clark. And we're not talking about just contesting a shot. According to reports, it was the kind of foul that sends a message. Welcome to the league. Fever players weren't having it. But what happened next is what really turned heads. After the game, Kiki Iriafen took to Instagram with a vague post implying that the Fever
random thrown to the ground. Maybe I need to hit the weight room. That was not a good look. But she had my back, and I think that's what it's all about, right? I think that we have a huge target on our backs, and I don't think that's a secret. And so making sure that our locker room's like this, and that will naturally flow onto the court, and I think you guys...
Maybe one player in particular was doing the most during the scrimmage. It wasn't long before fans started piecing things together. Enter Sophie Cunningham. She didn't hold back. Under Iriafen's post, Sophie dropped a cold-blooded reply. Girl, what are you even talking about, LOL? That LOL wasn't casual, it was calculated. A veteran move to publicly check a rookie who just made her first real WNBA move by fouling one of the league's biggest stars. Sophie wasn't just defending Caitlin Clark, she was defending the Fever's identity. To understand why this moment matters, you need to know who Sophie Cunningham is. She's not just another player. She's a scrappy, fearless, unapologetic enforcer who's carved out a reputation as one of the league's most physical competitors. When Indiana brought her in this offseason, it wasn't just to knock down threes, it was to set a tone that says, you don't mess with us. Sophie knows exactly how to ride the line between tough and antagonistic, and that's what this Fever team has desperately needed, especially with all eyes on Caitlin Clark. With Caitlin Clark as the face of the franchise, they've added tough, defensive-minded veterans like Natasha Howard, Brianna Turner, and Sophie Cunningham to protect her and shift the tone of the locker room.
Sophie in position where she was running the point guard, right? We put Lexi in position at the end of the game where she was running the point guard. And so I'm thankful to have players like that who are comfortable being uncomfortable and doing what's necessary for our team to find success. I mean, that's part of, one of our core values is be selfless, and sometimes that means playing out of position. And I thought they both did a great job of that, but really like their energy and competitive spirit.
Gone are the days when the Fever were pushed around. This team is gritty, physical, unapologetic. And Sophie Cunningham's Instagram comment was more than a clapback. It was a warning. The Fever aren't here to be disrespected. Let's not pretend this is over. The Fever and Mystics will meet again, and you better believe that Kiki Iriafen versus Sophie Cunningham is now must-watch TV. Both teams are loaded with young talent and veterans who don't back down. Add in the tension from the preseason, and you've got the makings of a budding rivalry. And in a league that's getting more attention than ever, that kind of heat is exactly what the WNBA needs. More storylines, more conflict, more moments that remind everyone, this isn't just basketball, it's personal. Let's be real, Caitlin Clark is a magnet for attention. Every time she steps on the court, she's getting double-teamed, fouled hard, and jawed at. That's the price of being a generational talent with a massive spotlight. That's why players like Sophie Cunningham are essential. She's not just here to talk trash, she's here to draw the line. Think back to how Steph Curry had Draymond Green, Diana Taurasi had Penny Taylor, Caitlin Clark, now she's got Sophie. It's not about being dirty. It's about letting the league know, if you go after the franchise, there's someone waiting to go after you. Some fans backed her completely, calling her the protector Indiana needs. Others felt she was doing too much, and that she should have handled it behind the scenes. But that's what makes this moment iconic. The WNBA isn't just growing on the court, it's growing online. Every clapback, every foul, every viral moment adds fuel to the fire. And when Sophie Cunningham lit up Kiki's post, she didn't just start a beef. She made this preseason moment unforgettable. The Indiana Fever kick off their season on May 14th against the Connecticut Sun, but you better believe everyone's watching for that first matchup against the Washington Mystics. Fans are already circling the date. What will Kiki Iriafen do? Will Sophie Cunningham escalate things? Will Caitlin Clark respond on the scoreboard? These aren't just questions for the game, they're chapters in a bigger story. And for the Fever, that story starts now. Not just with Clark's rise, but with Sophie Cunningham making it clear. Indiana isn't here to play nice, they're here to dominate. But this wasn't just Sophie Cunningham defending her teammate, it was a warning to the rest of the league. If you come for Caitlin Clark, you'd better be ready to deal with the whole squad. The Indiana Fever have been quiet for years, but now, they've got a superstar in Clark, a veteran backbone in players like Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston, and a straight-up enforcer in Sophie Cunningham. The era of Caitlin Clark isn't just about scoring, it's about swagger, physicality, culture shift, and it's already rattling cages. So buckle up, WNBA fans, because this isn't just basketball. This is war paint, clapbacks, and highlight reels. And Sophie, she's ready for all of it. If you like this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more raw WNBA coverage, and drop your thoughts below. Did Sophie cross the line or just draw it? This season's only getting started, and it's already spicy.